Hello everyone, so here I'm back with new video. In this video we will be witnessing rank 12 max Viking versus rank 12 max Alligator test. So first we're starting with the details in the workshop. Now a rank 12 Viking has 7040 HP, 58 armor, and their type is heavy, so type 3 armor, and its movement speed is 40. It has 10 view, 320 cost, and 43 production time. 5 command points are consumed. Now its damage against armor 1, which is infantry armor, 349. So its damage capabilities is the lowest against armor 1, but that's also good damage. Against armor 2, 784, and against armor 3, 924. Firing range is 6.5. Rate of fire is 40 rounds per minute. And it has good explosive radius, 1.6, so that's a massive explosive radius. Now it has a secondary launcher, torpedo launcher, which is also another deadly weapon, having the capacity of 1125 damage against armor 3. Against armor 2, 744, and against armor 1 or light armor is 720. Now it has the same firing range as its thermoelectric gun, which is 6.5. Rate of fire is 33, so it's a bit lower, where the rate of the thermoelectric gun was 40. And now firing accuracy is also good, and explosive radius is 1.4, which is also good, just slightly less than the thermoelectric gun. Okay, now the rank 12 max Alligator is on the scene. Now it has 7560 HP. So in terms of HP, Alligator have like 500 extra HP. 52 armor, it has like 6 less armor, and the armor type is heavy type, so type 3 armor. Now in speed it has a bit of advantage, 46 speed, where Viking has 40 speed. Now in case of other units, speed might be less effective, but in case of a navy battle, its speed is very important because the Alligators will be able to take their formation faster than the Vikings. Now it has 9 views, so that's a bit of surprise because Viking has 10 view, it has 1 view less. 320 cost, same production time, and same command points as Vikings. And now the double-barreled naval gun. Now it's still like the gun of Jaguar. It has 475 damage against armor 1, 921 damage against armor 2, and against armor 3, 1197. So if you see, its damage capabilities are even greater than the torpedo launcher of the Viking destroyer, and a lot more damage capabilities than the thermoelectric gun of the Vikings. And now you see firing range is 6.5, which is equal to the thermoelectric gun and the torpedo launcher. Rate of fire 37, where the rate of fire of torpedo launcher is 33 and thermoelectric gun of Viking destroyer is 40. Its accuracy is also good. Explosive radius is 1.6. So if you ask me, I'll say this double-barreled naval gun is individually better than both the torpedo launcher and the thermoelectric gun, but the problem is its other weapon is not for navy battle, it's for air units. SAM launcher, so it has a slight damage against armor 1, against armor 2 the greatest damage 401, and against armor 3, against like bombers 275. Now it has good firing range of 9. With a air raid warning, you can enhance the range by 2, and the rate of fire 48. Maybe not that great of a anti-air, but still moderately powerful. Explosive radius is 0.73. Okay, let's jump into the battlefield. Okay, so first we're starting with one Viking. Okay, one Viking here versus one Alligator, and we're going to remove the cyclone. Okay. Okay. Now the Viking will be advancing. and 1 versus 1. He will also target on this Viking. Okay, here comes. Here comes. So no movement, so both of them will be using their best firepower. Now you see, because Viking has 2 weapons that can fire on the Alligator, one Viking is victorious, rank 12 max, and it got a pretty healthy HP. Okay, here the next one, 2 Viking versus 2 Alligator. Okay, it was mistake. Okay, here the 2 Viking are going to attack on this Alligator. We're using Petrol Mode. Okay. Epic clash. Wow. So one Viking was destroyed earlier because 2 Alligators were firing at them. Okay, but still Viking were victorious because it has more armor, and most importantly it has both torpedo launcher and thermoelectric gun, so it's dual weapon. Okay, so next is 3 versus 3. 3 Viking versus 3 Alligator. He has 1 dragonfly here, so he can see my actual movements, because it's very difficult for him to do something without actually knowing my moves. Okay, so here I'm moving with my Vikings and he's moving with his Alligator. Unfortunately, these Alligators move in a very wrong way, but we're still going to see it, and we can actually make a 3 versus 3 once again, so their position is properly placed next time. Okay, here goes our Vikings once again, and this time the positioning is good. Yes, it's worth recording this time. So definitely, no doubt, Vikings are more powerful, and you see in this fight, one Viking fought against 1 Alligator. This got very low HP, this got a bit more, and this guy got a bit more, because this guy came into the battlefield the earliest. So we saw definitely in power, Viking has the advantage over Alligators. Okay guys, so here we have 4 Viking versus 4 Alligators. Okay, now we are patrolling it. So here the Vikings and the Alligators are on the move. You see that Viking is dealing great damage with both its thermoelectric gun and the torpedo platform and the torpedo launcher of the Viking is making its difference. Alright guys, so here this time we will have 7 Viking versus 7 Alligator. Okay, I'm going to use the Petrol. The Petrol must be same line and at the same point as the Vikings are. Okay, too bad. The positioning, okay, not only the Vikings, the positioning of the Alligators are also messed up, and this is what happens because they just don't fight in a single line when they're increased so much in numbers. So it's going to actually indicate who is going to win, because we know Alligators have better speed. So in terms of movements, Alligator has the advantage. So you see 7 versus 7. We have 3 Viking surviving, and among them one got very poor HP, another half HP, another full HP. 7 versus 7. Alright guys, so next test will be 15 versus 15. We have 15 Viking in one single line. Here you can see a line of 15 Viking and 15 alligator, which cannot be covered using only one cyclone, but I'm still going to cover it. So you see their line started from the same position. The alligators and the Vikings are just in the same position. Okay, now I'll try to make a big petrol. Okay, starting from here, which will end. Okay, never mind. I'm going to use the shadow line to determine the exact position. Okay, here it goes. Now you see, look how they're moving. Now it's very important to see, because this is how they move when in real fight. The movements is also a very important factor. Both alligators and the destroyers move differently, and alligators have speed that's helping them out in taking their position. But you see, as a result, some Vikings did fall behind, and the alligators were able to participate in fight quicker. However, the power difference is actually too much for the alligators to handle because of the dual weapon of those Vikings. Okay. So it seems 3 Vikings surviving in a 15 versus 15 fight. 3 Vikings surviving, but as you saw previously, a lot more Viking should have survived because the power difference is just too much. Viking is just too powerful, but it's because of the speed and the better positioning capacities of the alligators that the Vikings were not able to take position properly. Some were behind, resulting in the survival of only 3 of these Vikings. Okay, so this time we have 24 Viking versus 24 alligator. Now you see the line starts from here and it's stretching very far. Okay, internet is just being so problematic. Okay, so you're going to see how far the line lasts. So this is how far, and I cannot even cover the whole line using 2 cyclone. Okay, we're going to take the cyclones away. Okay, so now it's time for us to put the Vikings in a patrol mode, and again I'm using the line between the shadow and the area under my view. I'm going to use this line to draw a patrol line. It's quite difficult actually. Okay, I don't wanna make it too messy, but I'm trying to put in a single line. Okay, okay, let's move. So it wasn't all that good, but you see, so we both started patrol at the above, and so all the Vikings and destroyers were moving above. Unfortunately, the screen isn't long enough to capture the whole battlefield. I can only cover you one particular place at a time. So you see in the middle side the alligators are being victorious, where on the top the alligators are completely beaten up. Now we are going to patrol it again. So in a single line, the Vikings are totally beating those alligators badly. 24 versus 24, 9 Vikings surviving. Okay, so this is going to be the final one. This time again, 24 Viking versus 24 alligators. And you see, this time the alligators and the Vikings are in a double line. So what's making a difference? In double line, their position will be very bad, and some units of the second line will actually try to go in the reverse direction and then go into the front again. So it's going to be really in a mess. Their position will be very, attacking pattern will be very much disorganized, unlike the before. And we know in this kind of situation, alligators have the capacity to take their move, to make their move faster and better. Okay, we're going to see it then. Okay, so now the Vikings will go into Petrol Mode. So this time my patrolling was very bad, unfortunately, but both were trying to go up here. So of course a battle is not all about power, but power is the greatest force. So you cannot ignore power. You see how power is crushing down those techniques. So even in such position, so in this kind of position, the Vikings don't have to go a long way to destroy these alligators. So in a moving battle, or in a way where the movement is just a bit too haphazard, then the alligators might have some advantage. But overall, at least for rank 12 max, we saw that the Vikings are immensely a lot more powerful compared to the alligators. Now we have 11 Viking here surviving. Among of them, 3 of them only barely survived. And you see some also lost some bit of HP, and others, most of them got healthy, and others, a few got healthy HP, not most of them. So almost more than half of them are damaged. So yeah, that's all I had to say for this video. Thank you for watching.